There's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued. So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Tonight we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And off we go from Las Vegas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson.
And that's Anthony Schwartz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw here's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Jackson now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. We'll give him 4 on the carry there and 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! KJ Hamler. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. York now for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Another try for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
York able to send this one through.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. A good running there by Jacobs on 1st down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. 24 yards.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To try again after the sack. Jackson to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 20 yards.
And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18 runners.
They'll set up to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a handoff to Jenkins running left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
19 tight. 19 tight. 19 wide.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Adams.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They go play action here on first down.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dallas Goedert, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Jackson to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz from 17 yards out. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On play action, they'll throw. Connecting with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Broncos.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 2nd and 9 now. They'll roll him out right. Johnson's got it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Contact. Check contact.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Rolling to his left. And this is intercepted. And the ball comes out. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here we go.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Track 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboys.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Come on, come on.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got playing to catch.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is taken in by Njoku. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Jackson now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
18 runners. 19 strikes. 19 strikes.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Browns, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.